in other video game / TV movie news, PUBG, Players Unknown Battleground, the biggest thing in the world. It's, Twitter. Everyone loves it. It's on Xbox One now. Twitch. And they were talking to, the creator and everything, and he's like, he wants it on every platform. Right now, it's only on PC and Xbox One, eventually making its way to PS4 and stuff like that. He wants it to be on every platform. That's what I look like crap on the Switch. But then he goes off in this little weird tangent, and I feel bad for the guy because it's like, no. You
don't understand.
You don't know how these things work. No, stop. Not only that is coming from GameSpot.com, and not only that, but he also spoke about how he's aimed for PUBG to become a universal media franchise that could extend beyond games to TVs and movies. Stop. Someone tell this guy to stop. It's ridiculous.
There's no iconic characters.
And there's
no story.
He kind of, I've read interviews with him and stuff, he kind of acts like he invented this.
Yeah.
This arena-style battle thing.
Did they know not Mag? Did you not know these other ones?
Have you never seen Running Man?
Yeah.
Have you never watched the movie Battle Royale? Have you never seen Mean Guns? There's this idea of getting a bunch of people, forcing them together, where they have to scavenge for weapons and find each other and kill each other. That you didn't invent that.
Assassin High School, anime. There's all different kinds of versions way before that.
It's like you didn't invent this.
No.
And I'm gonna try to think of TV series like in Mean Guns. For you haven't seen it, an excellent old school action film. Christopher Lambert's in it, Ice-T's in it. It's I think every time I get a chance to talk about Mean Guns, I will talk about Mean Guns. It's so cool. That deserves to have prequels and video games being made out of it.
Mean Guns is like the thing that is the 90s.
I love it so much.
So good.
Christopher Lambert's out of his freaking mind. It's so great. Marcus.
Moon.
What I love about that is, but there's characters. You kind of fall in love with these characters.
Yeah, like I said,
there's no characters in PUBG.
Well, that's the thing also, even not quite a thing like Reservoir Dogs. You have to have those kind of eccentric characters that go pull
exactly.
through.
Even something like Overwatch, you know the characters. In this, you're just some random dude that's thrown into the arena.
When we were earlier talking about Aliens and Really Saw, at least Really Saw has a bargaining chip on the table. At least he has something to put on the table. There's nothing to put on the table to even have what you're saying here.
He's welcome at the table. You're like in the back.
Yeah, you're not even in the arena here. You're not even in the stadium.
Unless you take the story, which is basically in Mean Guns, where all these criminals get put in one spot, and basically it boils down to there's like this crime syndicate. And they're like, you know what? We have too many killers, too many assassins. We need to dwindle down the numbers. And everyone who's here either did something wrong, they either did too little, maybe they did too much, maybe they seen too much. And he's like, you know what? Last 3 people alive, I'll get $10 million. You got to kill everybody else.
That would be cool. You can't just make it like a bunch of just regular people with no story. You can't. You got to have or make it people that aren't supposed to be there.
Yeah,
and they're going to be the fodder. Then the assassins start killing each other. Do something like that.
Because that happens in Mean Guns too. Like a reporter ends up in there.
Yeah.
And it's what I love the line is when they're explaining what's going to happen. Everyone's like, "We're not going to play your sick little game." And the guy's like, "What if you don't want to play?" And Ice-T's kid pulls out a gun, shoots him in the head. Then don't can play. And they're like, "Yeah, I love this movie."
And I loved it because it was just like in
a video game.
Because at the beginning of the thing, it all starts up right. So they throw all the guns out there.
Everyone's grabbing guns,
and there's no bullets in any of the guns.
And then the second box, all the bullets, but everything's loose.
Yeah.
So people are running for mags. They're trying to load their guns. Baseball bats.
They throw baseball bats and other weapons. So it's like, do you go for melee weapons?
Or just run off.
Or run off.
Basically, that's what PUBG is.
Exactly.
Do you make the mad rush for the weapons, or do you kind of sneak around? This has been done before.
And that's why, I wish I could interview this guy, because I would say, dude, you have to see Mean Guns before.
Yeah.
This is exactly what your game is.
You're almost going No Man's Sky on this. You're starting to get
this guy's
hype of this.
He's getting this gigantic head.
Yeah.
And it personally, for me, I haven't played the game yet, but I played games like it. I played Fortnite. Yeah. I've known games like this. I am gotten to the point in my life in video games, if there isn't progression, I lose interest instantaneously.
Unless it's like a classic game I played back in the day, I can't play new games that don't have, like I said, leveling up and armors and different guns you can get. I can't.
Or you can get basically skins. That's why I stopped playing Overwatch. Before even the first map pack dropped, I probably played it every day. Then I got to the point to where, I like my characters. Then it's nothing changes. I'm not into that. I need things to happen.
Like Call of Duty, I don't care anymore. I can't play those games anymore.
At least in that, you're unlocking guns.
A little bit, but
it's just this has no progression at all whatsoever, and it's just does that make me a loser? I don't know. I guess it kind of does, but I would love to see PUBG do a Mean Guns thing where it's like they did with what is it? Ghost Recon Wildlands. Predators in the game. Like there's a DLC you can download where you're in the jungles and you have to like hunt the predator. That's super cool. Do something like that. Oh my god, I love Mean Guns so much. I don't want to feel like I'm overselling it, but it's such a cool concept, and it's just basically what this is.
This game, yeah.
And I just feel like a movie franchise, you got to have characters.
No one also reminds me, not quite like this, but give me some of the characters like Desperado, that type. Those are cool characters, and it's a cool setup.
That's a cool, the Mariachi series of movies.
Yeah.
Are cool because you end up falling in love with Antonio Banderas' character. Yeah. But seeing this...
That guy with the knives is so cool. I remember his name. He was cool.
Danny Trejo's character.
Yeah, I love that.
He's throwing the knives. He's on the rooftop.
See, that's cool.
See, like, how cool would this game be instead of just random people if it was like that? Like, it did have a bunch of assassins from different, type of
in the context of the video game, everyone's on a plane, everyone jumps out, and you have to survive, and the map gets smaller and smaller as it goes on to there's one survivor. Well, if you make a movie off of that, all the characters die but one, and the movie's 40 minutes long. Like, you gotta be story.
It's gotta be like you said. Like you said in that one movie, Guns, where you have some innocent people and a bunch of assassins, and all in there trying to kill each other. Criminals, and at the end, they'll get $1 million or whatever, $10 million.
Yeah, see, because it's funny in the movie, people make alliances. Like, okay, there's 6 of us. Well, some of us are bound to die on the way there, so if we get down to just the 3, I guess we all win.
Yeah.
So, like, you make tentative, like, and then you get situations where a guy kind of, like, falls in love with this girl because she's kind of hot, and then the other guy's like, dude, just kill her. Who cares? Yeah. Oh no, I kind of like this girl. It's kind of like, dude, you idiot, because she's gonna betray you. You gotta have stuff like this that doesn't exist in PUBG. So you gotta do stuff like that. A TV series.
Yeah, I think if you were gonna announce a TV, it's supposed to be TV, not a movie.
He wants to do both.
That's insane. But if you're gonna do either or, you should have come up with a script. This is the script. This is the idea I want. You just can't say this show that has this game that has no story. We're gonna do a movie on. You can't. You gotta explain.
I'm trying to think in my mind, but it's so generic because we've seen stuff like this before. Okay, TV series. Make it to where this is the future, and when you go to jail, you can either go to jail or compete in this game.
I haven't even seen that before.
And if you compete in this game and win, so like there's a bunch of these matches going on. Yeah. So this evil corporation, maybe some people try to infiltrate the game to try to bring you down from the inside, and maybe you can do something.
See, that's a little running man.
But that's completely removed from the video game. It's not that's just the video game is the framework.
I mean, at this point, you can just call it anything.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. You can't have the name on it because people are going to expect a certain thing, and is anyone going to go see that?
Yeah, is it going to look at the frying pan? It's so funny.
Exactly.
Stupid.
Are you going to have that moment where someone...
Again, your first idea, excellent. That idea in the future is a little okay, and the frying pan's absolutely stupid.
Yeah, but that's like a thing in the game, like, melee attack.
Yeah.
Then we briefly brought up Battle Royale, which was basically a future where one school in Japan gets picked, and then all the students have to go to this island and kill each other.
You kill each other. Yeah.
And you have bomb necklaces on, so you can't just escape. And then, of course, in the story, it's a book, a manga, and a movie.
Yeah.
And there's, of course, everyone gets a backpack with random crap. Some people got guns, some got bow and arrow. And, of course, the crazy kid who's out of his mind has a freaking machine gun.
Yep.
So then, like, other than other people, then, of course, there's one girl who's, like, the hot girl, just basically sleeps around and kills people in their sleep.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
It was more like a realistic kind of Mean Guns. Kind of. Not realistic in the sense, but meaning like what humans would really do.
Yeah, you would steep to the low. And these were just kids.
Yeah.
See, in Mean Guns, these were assassins, they were gang members, they were drug dealers, they were like, there was even some pimps in there. Yeah, so like they had no chance, they just got killed because they didn't fight.
It was funny, but and also didn't they give that crazy kid a freaking bulletproof vest?
Yeah, like he had like all the best stuff, and it's like, geez.
And then like there was like something weird, right? Was he the one that always flipped a coin on shit?
Yeah, he was super weird. Yeah, but, he's super weird. And of course, he had to be in that class. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so funny that you're saying about all of these different characters, how eccentric it is, but it seems like it's so full of life, with these characters.
Exactly.
And you can feel these characters in the Mean Guns. You don't feel it.
Because PUBG is just multiplayer round to round. It's like Counter-Strike. There's no story. You're just guys shooting the other guys. There's no single player. There's no nothing. You have to, if you want to say you want to be a movie, you want to be a TV series, you want to move on, maybe do some comic books. Or something, graphic novels.
You gotta tie it into where you make a story.
You gotta build some story here because technically, I think it launched on PC as like version 1.0, but I still think it's in early beta access, whatever on Xbox. It's not even a full game yet. No.
But I know I've said this before, but I think it's interesting. Like in going back, I know we're not making this the Alien Predator podcast, but in the last Predator movie, they had all different kinds of killers, and they had a serial killer. How many fun if they had that? How would that fit? A serial killer in this kind of world.
Yeah.
You know, he acts, he's just a nice guy, and then he turns around and,
And you can even play the angle that, it's just a game, but people are really being killed. There's winners and losers, but everyone really loses in the end.
Yeah, it could be
like in Running Man.
Running Man's like
exactly.
that. And that one movie with Harrison Ford and that kid who's doing the simulator, but it's actually really happening.
Yeah, there was one with was it called Gamer?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, Gerard Butler. Remember, it was like a real time FPS.
Yeah, but he really thought it was just a simulation, but it wasn't. He really was controlling people.
So, Mr. Creator of this game, you didn't invent this genre. Stop acting like you did. And he's getting mad at other
people like that.
And I feel bad because this is going to be the new thing. Because Fortnite has a Battle Royale mode. There's going to be a couple more games coming out with Battle Royale modes. And it's just like, flavor of the week, guys. Come on.
But that's what it is. It's popular. They're going to go. Well, one thing I remember, one of these games are like that. It's coming on the Xbox One. I think is interesting. Where if you watch it on Mixer, you can actually get your points and give them stuff. I
forgot what that was called, but it was an interactive where the people watching the stream can be like, I'll give some points to this guy, give him an overshield. Yeah. So it's infecting the game as you're doing.
So kind of like the.
That's kind of cool if you get enough people.
They
watching
showed that at
Mixer.
E3. I remember they haven't seen anything. I forgot what it was called, but I do remember that.
That could be. At least it's a wrinkle to it.
That reminds me of kind of like in Hunger Games because they.
That's another Battle Royale type situation.
Yeah, because in Hunger Games, if you like someone, you can give them stuff. Like, I'm going to give this guy a
sponsor.
Yeah, sponsors. That's what they call them, sponsors. So but that is a cool concept. I like that idea in games.
But again, that doesn't work in movies at all.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. See, that won't work in a movie.
I don't know. I got to see more of this. Will it ever come to anything? He's just saying you want a universal media franchise.
A lot of people say,
"What the hell do you think?" I don't say, but who the hell do you think you are?
So pretentious.
It's just a universal media franchise. Okay, you might get a comic book.
Yeah,
that's all you're gonna get.
And that's fine. Leave it at that.
Graphic novel. Yeah, you're not gonna get anything more than that. I don't see a TV series unless it's stupid. And
And then if it's super silly, what's the point?
Yeah, and you have guns, people shooting each other, so it's gonna be super rated R. Anyways, we can't speculate because they haven't shown anything.
But again, there's nothing to. I mean, there's no center here.
Yeah,
to talk about.
It's a rags to riches storyline because this was just some little game that a guy made and it became this humongous success.
Well, that's
which is nice. The same thing with Counter-Strike. It was just a small little thing some guys put together. So, congrats on that. Yeah. But I think you're starting to get a little bit of a head.
Yeah, the thing is also, too, with that, like, when back in the day when they had internet cafes, we would play Counter-Strike and go to these cafes. And after doing that for like a month, we stopped. Because
there's nothing, being the best, is lonely at the top, I'm just kidding. I was never that good. But it was just one of those things where it's like, I'm not into those kinds of games anymore. I'm just not.
Again, like you said, we'll see how well it does in the coming years. Now, if this is still around in 2020, 2021...
But I seriously doubt that.
See, but what do you do for part 2? How do you add more to it? They have
more weapons. It's gonna just get
200-man battle.
1 million.
1 million man battle.
That's Mag. Yeah.
That was a funny game.
Yeah.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.